Governor Baker has announced a new plan to test kids in schools if there's a coronavirus outbreak. He also defended the state's new mandate that all students get flu shots before the end of December. WBZ's Mike LaCrosse is live at the State House tonight with the story. Mike?
David, the governor says the goal is to prevent cases of the flu and the coronavirus from happening all at the same time. And experts agree that having students get the flu vaccine is a good way to prevent it from spreading.
But I would hope people understand that this is an important part of how we continue to fight the virus.
Governor Charlie Baker says the state's new flu vaccine mandate for students will help fight the coronavirus by not overloading medical resources and hospitals.
It'd be really nice to not have all of our medical personnel trying to separate what in fact is flu from what is COVID and then dealing with the consequences of having both of those things happen in the hospital system at the same time.
According to the governor, about 81% of students got the vaccine last year.
I think our view on it is pushing that number up higher would be a good thing.
The vaccine requirement comes as about 70% of the state's school districts plan to bring back students either hybrid or through an in-person model. Thursday, the governor announced a new mobile testing plan to help districts track the virus. If a district thinks the virus is spreading in one of their schools, they can request the state's rapid testing program.
Just like we did in nursing homes, all right, we come to you in the event that you believe you have a cluster, and obviously everybody who has a runny nose, right, we're not going to come out.
It will help you know, has your child been exposed to someone?
UMass Memorial Dr. Angela Beeler says testing is important, but that parents will also want to see what schools are doing to keep the buildings COVID-free.
And I think that's what a lot of parents are worried about. How do we prevent this in the first place?
A school district would have to meet certain requirements to take advantage of the state's mobile testing program. One example would be having 2 or more students in a classroom get the virus within 14 days. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mike LaCrosse, WBZ News.